Hi, I'm Becky Streepy from Glue and Glitter, and welcome to this week's Friday Tea Break. This week's guest is my friend and fellow vegan lady boss organizer, Sara Laycock, and I'm super excited to talk to her about what she's eating and what's keeping her feeling grounded right now. So let's do it. And don't forget, y'all, if you want to chime in, you're welcome to leave a comment. We might even feature it on the screen. So please say hi if you're out there. Hey, Sara.
Good afternoon, Becky. It is wonderful to see you.
You too. I feel like we only see each other at Vegan Lady Boss stuff. Because
we do. We get to see each other monthly, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Via video. So is life these days.
Yeah, everything's virtual. So how are things going with you?
You know, my response lately has been, I'm managing. I think everybody, we're managing. And the summer, warmer days, more sunshine has definitely helped in terms of, kind of grounding myself a little bit more and like taking advantage of the days and not totally focusing on everything that is burning down all around us. But so, yeah, I'm okay. I'm managing and I'm okay.
Managing and okay seems, me too.
Yeah, we do what we can.
Yes, I'm juggling my jobs of camp counselor and food blogger, and it's going great. Hi, Mom. It's good to see you.
Hi, Pamela. I love your daughter and your grandson.
He is a good boy. He's out there playing Animal Crossing, I'm pretty sure.
Nice. That's one thing I have not gotten into during pandemic is the Animal Crossing bug. I hear great things. I probably heard them first from you, but I haven't gotten into that yet. I'm resisting.
Yeah. What have you been doing with all your free time?
All my free time. Just I've been trying to read more and get back into books, less social media, just kind of cutting back on that. So that helps, and just kind of adjusting to the new routine. And I was a person that went to the gym every morning, worked out early. Obviously that hasn't happened. And despite my gym reopening, I did not go back. So just finding something new to do. And I've really gotten back into yoga, doing it at home, doing it at my pace, and just kind of being more gentle with myself instead of like feeling I need to get a hardcore workout. So it's been really nice to tap back into that and find all the free stuff that's online for a couple yoga flows. So yeah, just trying to do what I can, getting back into mailing cards and letter writing, and I don't know, I feel like I'm taking kind of a step back in time to decompress from technology and all that fun stuff. But yeah, what about you?
A lot of Animal Crossing. I can't really overstate how much Animal Crossing. And then the silver lining of this for me has been, we have a lot of friends. We've been in Atlanta forever, since 2001. And we have a lot of friends who have moved away, since we've lived here. And we've been reconnecting with a lot of them online. Tomorrow night, we're going to be playing some Jackbox games with some friends who live on the West Coast. And then Sunday night, or twice a week, we've been rewatching Community on Netflix Party with, it is such a tonic, that show.
So I just have to say, a friend of mine suggested that we watch Community, and I was like, okay, I watched it here and there, and then we started it this week with the pilot, and it was just like, what? Why have I've been missing this? I'm in. I get it. I love Joel McHale. I'm back.
Yes. He is so funny, and I wasn't familiar with him when we started watching. Joel McHale is kind of like the handsome lead for people who don't watch Community. And I didn't know who he was, so I just kind of expected him to be that, but he's so goofy, and he's got like such a kind side to him. It's nice. The whole dynamic of that show.
Right. It's a good ensemble. So yeah, because I had been watching The Office maybe for the 100th time. It's always there. It's always a good go-to. But so yeah, now I'm excited to dive into Community. But I'm glad to hear you are too.
Oh, we are tearing through it. We've already watched two of the paintball episodes. So I think we're on season 4, 5. We should find something to watch with those friends after Community, I think, at this rate.
Okay. We can work on it.
Brainstorm that. Let me know.
I'll work on that for you.
So let's talk a little bit about what we've been cooking.
Yes, what is cooking? I will be the first to admit I am far from a cook. I do enjoy it. I enjoy more so buying cookbooks and reading them, not necessarily cooking from them or baking from them as often as I should or used to. But yeah, since the past couple months, really I eat very seasonally, and what I've been feeling is cool foods, smoothies, lettuce wraps, collard wraps, just any type of wrap. I wouldn't say that I'm eating raw, but I'm in the raw family because it's just, I haven't really been wanting to use the oven very much, or, I'll do some stovetop things, making my beans and my rice using the Instant Pot. But I've even given my air fryer a break lately, but just knowing that I can have a really healthy smoothie and just pack that in with, it's been easy too with kind of all the frozen fruit that I stocked up on, and trying to replenish bananas each week, but getting greens in there, I have no shame. I'll use the Vega protein powder sometimes and put that in there, but yeah, at least having kind of a nice cool smoothie that I know is packed with stuff. So not technically cooking. That's what I've been blending. But yeah, and you are the queen of smoothies. We must plug your book.
I did write a smoothie cookbook. It's called 40 Days of Green Smoothies, available online.
Yes, get it while it's hot. So what would be your go-to smoothie right now in the summertime?
I partnered maybe a month or two ago with this company that sent me a 2-pound jar of peanut butter powder.
Ooh, yes.
And so I have been doing a lot of like banana and like whatever. We've been doing oat milk. We somehow we kept forgetting we already had oat milk and would buy it again. So we had like 6 cartons of it. Our poor fridge was so full of mostly oat milk. We're bad at shopping. And so oat milk and bananas, and then a couple scoops of that peanut butter powder, and then like whatever frozen vegetable or frozen fruit, and then a handful of whatever greens. It's been like my go-to.
Yeah,
I love the peanut butter smoothie.
I think the peanut butter and strawberry combo. Always throw some spinach in there. Working through some kale right now, but yeah, I do have the some powdered peanut butter as well, and that's been the nice thing. You get some good protein in there, add some flavor. Sometimes I'll add some agave to sweeten it, or a little maple syrup, but it's just been really about keeping it simple, keeping the meal planning easy, kind of bulk cooking a little bit. So like I said, so I'll always have some rice, and I can, change that up. But smoothies and wraps. I was joking, I think I'm a level 10 vegan right now, because I'm just taking the tofu, pressing it a little bit, cutting it up, not adding anything to it, and putting it in. I take it back. I'll put some veggies and salt, pepper, sprinkle some nutritional yeast, but I'm not cooking it. So yeah, does that make me next level vegan? Like
Mm-hmm.
to just eat raw tofu for the.
I think your card's in the mail as soon as you uttered that sentence.
Okay, I'm waiting. Okay, thank you, vegan police, for accepting me. But yeah, just really, in trying to stay stocked on fresh produce. Now that I think we were talking earlier, feeling a little more comfortable going to the grocery store, all masked up, and it's still anxiety producing, invoking, but also still using delivery. But I like to pick out my own produce. That's been that was the hardship, and the shoppers have been like amazing and have gotten us through so much. But I do like to pick out my tomatoes and my avocados, and there's a couple times where I would get a potato that was wrapped in plastic, like that it was microwavable. When I had ordered potatoes or something, it's like that kind of made me cringe. But
yes.
But yeah, so just kind of taking a nice big collard leaf and taking the stem out of there, tossing some tofu in, tomato, cucumber, like whatever I have. And then, yeah, the Vegenaise is the secret sauce to add some flavor and kick. And it's been really grand. Wrap those suckers up and filling.
I wonder if I could convince the boys to get into a collard wrap. It's worth a try. I love a collard. I used to get, I've actually been going through old photos on my website because of technical things that are not interesting. But I came across a photo this morning when I was pregnant. I used to get the mock chicken salad from Whole Foods.
Oh, yes.
And I would put that in a collard leaf. And it was my pregnancy lunch so often. Hi, Amy. Thank you for being here.
Hello, Amy. Look at those avocados in your picture. It looks beautiful.
Perfect. My mom wants to know, aren't all potatoes microwavable? They are, but they make the ones wrapped in plastic because you have to wrap them up before you microwave them so they don't shrivel. These, you just toss them right in. But yeah, there's no need for it to be wrapped in plastic. It's silly.
Right. Yeah, I had just wanted, 2 baked potatoes individually, and the shopper just bought the microwavable ones that were wrapped in plastic, and so just trying to cut down as much as possible. But yes, you're right. You can definitely microwave your potatoes, and I throw them in. I think like the Instant Pot makes the perfect baked potato, in my opinion. Perfect sweet potato.
Potatoes in the Instant Pot. Do you do them whole? I have only ever done them diced. I've never done a whole.
I slice them in half and then just let them go that way. The sweet potatoes I do whole. I haven't been slicing that, but yeah, typically a baked potato I'll just slice in half, and I can maybe fit 2 whole potatoes in there and knock that out. So it'll last. But yeah, I think you should try the collard wrap. I mean, there's something about the texture that might kind of turn them off, that it's a little crispy. I mean, I don't saute it. I don't do anything. I'm not massaging it. My goodness, I don't know. It's just the thing. And I've gotten back into Swiss chard. How did I forget about Swiss chard?
I do love Swiss chard. That's the thing I missed most about grocery shopping. It's the getting inspired while you're there. I felt like I was losing, like I wasn't inspired to cook because I had to kind of think about cooking without looking at food. Like I had to picture a grocery store or something. I don't know how you make, I would make a list and then go and, get what was on the list and then be like, ooh, and there was none of that, obviously, when I wasn't at the store.
Right. Yeah, there's definitely something about it. And I don't know if she's here with us, but I have to give a shout out. My collard greens reawakening and my Swiss chard reawakening is all thanks to our fellow vegan lady boss, Chris Comer, the founder of Vegan Social Clubs here in Atlanta. She gifted me a wonderful, wonderful haul from her garden, which is absolutely amazing. And I had not had Swiss chard for so long. And I love cutting up the stems, and it's so colorful and tasty. It has that weird, I don't know how you describe it. It's a little bit salty, but it was just, try it. You got to try the Swiss chard. There's rainbow chard.
Rainbow chard's so pretty.
it's just easy to cook up on the stove. A nice little side. It's packed with really good vitamins. I'm not going to list them and pretend I know what they are, but I know it's in there. Super nutrient dense greens, but you could use, most of it. So
Swiss chard, if you've never had it, it's kind of, I feel like it's a little heartier than spinach, but I feel like the flavor is very similar. Like if you like spinach, you'll like it.
Mm-hmm. I think it has more punch than spinach. To me, it has more punch. Like there's, and I don't really add much to it. I'll saute it with water. Sometimes I guess maybe I would put some soy sauce in it, but really it has its own flavor. It's not too in your face, but it's really tasty. Ooh. Oh, Amy gets it in her Imperfect Foods box.
I keep meaning to order from Imperfect Foods. This boxes look good. And I like it with lots of garlic too.
That's a good call. I did forget. I do put garlic in there. Yeah. A little
garlic is given.
Isn't that assumed, that's a requirement?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and with rice, I mean, it's good. It's really good. So that is the challenge to everyone today. Seek out some Swiss chard this summer over the next couple weeks. I don't even know when is it in season right now?
I'm not sure. I feel like it's an early fall kind of thing usually, but I've been seeing it at the store. I don't know where it's coming from.
That seems
delicious.
Yeah. So yeah, all about the greens, all about the raw or semi-raw, just taking the easy route. I made lettuce wraps the other day. And do you ever get into lettuce wraps?
These are all things that I like, but I'm not the only. Yeah.
Right. You have more people that you're cooking for, understandably. For anybody else that remember, like just the coolness of just using iceberg lettuce as your boat, and I'll cook up a little bit of tofu, crumble it up, keep it simple, with some lime, garlic, soy sauce, and then the secret ingredient is the sauce, the peanut sauce to it. That's, again, lots of garlic, lime and maple syrup, a little sriracha. What
ginger
else?
Probably.
You can do ginger. I'm not a huge ginger fan. It comes to those, but what I found is lime is just getting some citrus in there, and it just, again, it's very light, and like the crispness of the romaine, or not the romaine, of the iceberg lettuce leaves. I'm just in that mode. And again, I'm a very, very simple person in the kitchen. So the easier, the better. And the sauce is the key. So get yourself a good peanut sauce. Yeah. Oh, and peanut butter. If I didn't mention it, I apologize. You put peanut butter in there, cook it up, and just, take until you get kind of the flavor that you like, and pour it on that.
I have a peanut butter sauce recipe on my site. I'll add a link. I'm going to put a note to add a link to the description for y'all.
Do it.
Yeah, we've been doing rice bowls. A lot of rice. And also a lot of, I know it's summer, and like the food that you're describing is so summery, but all I've been wanting is comfort food, like greasy, like lots of vegan cheese and so greasy.
Hey, that is fantastic. I definitely went through that.
I don't know if it's just being stuck at home or like lady stuff or what, but I have been just craving.
Yeah, there's no food judgment. There's no good and bad foods. It's all food in moderation, whatever you're feeling. I know I do have some Beyond Burgers in the freezer, and I think it's just a matter of laziness. But I did have kind of that craving the other day, so maybe that's a weekend thing. I'll get those thawed out. But yeah,
I feel like probably it's time to just push myself into eating a little bit more healthy, just because I think we have been letting, Dave and I were actually just talking about this the other day, that we've let the comfort food get a little out of hand because we've been home. Like, we've been going through sweet chili Doritos at a pace that's, I think, probably not good.
We're in a pandemic and a revolution right now. And it's summertime. I think allowing yourself some grace, enjoying what foods help soothe. But yeah, you'll get back to the more healthy, if you will. But it's okay.
Yeah, I need to maybe find a balance.
A balance is good.
You did remind me, though, that healthy food exists and I like it. I just have not been gravitating towards it. I need to.
Yeah, I tried. I'm gonna blank. I think it's called Modern. It's a mac and cheese line. It's gluten free. Have you heard it? I just had it for lunch yesterday. Anybody else have seen it out there? But it's a gluten free mac and cheese, and they've got different flavors. And like, that was a really good, like, comforting food. And I didn't know, just since I started going back to the grocery store, it caught my eye, and yeah, just kind of fun to. I think mac and cheese is always the comfort food.
Yes.
But that was really good. And what I liked about it is the ingredients on the back. I think there's 6 ingredients. You know, you can read them all. You know what they are. But and I don't eat gluten free or anything like that. But for those of you out there, it's really flavorful vegan mac and cheese that checks off lots of good boxes. So I found it at Kroger, and then I also saw it at Whole Foods.
Oh, Modern Table, Amy says. We're going to go for another Amy comment. So Amy was saying she thinks it might be that you're craving salt. That could be, because I just started, or I've been doing these HIIT workouts in the morning, and they make me very sweaty. Maybe my body does just want salt.
That makes total sense. Absolutely. Especially with how hot it is. And yeah, if you're doing a good workout.
Jamilah, that sounds amazing. We have some Beyond Burgers in the freezer. Maybe I'll do that this weekend. The boys can have buns, but I can have what I want.
Yeah.
There's a lettuce wrap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the other challenge. Wrap everything.
Yes. That's true. I could make a lettuce wrap filling, and they could just have their sloppy Joe style.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll be fine.
Yeah, there you go.
Then we can all have what we want. Right. We are just out here solving problems.
It's a Friday. Oh man, I can't imagine what we're gonna do over the weekend with this.
We are gonna take this world by storm.
Do it.
Yes.
Do it.
So, yes, Amy's saying I'm probably dehydrated and need electrolytes. I should bust into the Gatorade that Dave keeps for his long runs.
Mm-hmm.
See if that helps. Because I have been very thirsty too. I'm not sure what that's about.
Yeah, we use the Nuns, N-U-N-N. It's just like a little electrolyte tablet you can put in water, and there's different varieties of it, and they, some are more focused on vitamins, and others are just replenishing. So keep an eye out for those. That helps. We learned when we lived in Denver, the altitude, you just always are waking up feeling so dehydrated, and it just kind of became a habit, even moving here, though we don't need that as much. But it's just a nice change up from drinking water. Makes a little fun water. Speaking of, what are you drinking right now on your tea break?
I'm drinking ginger turmeric tea, and I'm drinking it in my Talkin' Tofu mug. Which came yesterday or the day before. It's out of the dishwasher, and it survived, so I'm very excited.
I love it. I love that yellow. It matches your headband.
Oh, yeah. Accidental. I really am into yellow right now.
Yeah, same here. Wonderful. Well, I just have some LaCroix on ice in a Love is Vegan pint glass. Mm.
Did you design that? The pint glass?
You did, yes.
Sarah gifted all the vegan lady bosses with Love is Vegan stickers. I have some on my my to-go coffee cup that is what I usually drink out of, because I drink tea all day out of a big tumbler.
Yeah. It's just a little kind of fun side project that my mother-in-law and I started a couple years ago. And we just called it Love is Vegan, and we create kind of pro-positive animal advocacy merch and sell and give the proceeds to animal sanctuaries that are in our areas. So
that's awesome.
A little side thing to do.
Can you send me that link and I'll put that in the episode description too?
No,
or is it
sad? We don't have anything live right now. Kind of pulled things down offline. We had an Etsy shop for a little bit, but pulled that down since we stopped going to tabling at veg fests and things like that. So just kind of reimagining what we're doing.
Yeah,
but when it is up, I will share.
Yeah, let me know. I'll tweet it out. Oh, my mom says that she listened to the podcast. The first episode of Talkin' Tofu came out today.
Today?
Yeah.
Oh, to that. Congrats.
Thank you. I'm very excited. And yeah, it's exciting. It showed up. I subscribed to it because I want to make sure everything's working. And it showed up in my feed this morning. It was such a nice thing to wake up to.
That's great. I need to turn notifications on because even if I am subscribed, I don't think I have notifications when a new podcast is up. And I know I subscribed.
Thank you for subscribing. It helps us.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So, tiny sneak peek. Can you give us a teaser? What the topic is on the pilot episode?
Sure. So the first episode we tried the frozen just egg patties.
Oh.
And spoiler, we liked them.
Somebody should have kept us on.
They're always in the freezer now.
Where do you find those? Are they? You said they're in the freezer section?
Yeah. So they're frozen, and you can just microwave them. It's so fast.
Frozen just egg patties.
Mm-hmm. So you don't need to do the pan or anything, and they come out. It's much easier. I feel like we talk about this in the episode, but like the one in the bottle, I feel like it cooks so fast, goes from not cooked to like very gummy, unless you're really paying attention. And I never am in the morning.
Right.
So these, like, you just microwave them for the time it says, and they come out perfectly fluffy. Good on
Great. Well, that's exciting. I'll keep an eye out. Yeah, that was not on my radar.
Awesome. I'm glad. Yay. Thank you.
Into the episode. That's so great.
Oh, thanks, Mandy. Here's the link. It's a long link. You can also go to talkintofu.com and it'll redirect you to the page on my website. We snagged the webpage just to have it. Ooh, you did it in your toaster.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't tried that. I started to do it in the air fryer, but then Dave reminded me that we should probably do directions that were on the box since it was for the episode. And the microwave worked so well, we never tried any other way.
Mm-hmm. You're both amazing. That's good to know.
Yeah, very good.
I think a lot of creativity with toasters online. Have you, just in terms of how people are cooking foods, or I think the last one I saw is how you could make like an individual quesadilla and like put it in your toaster.
In a pop-up or like a toaster oven?
In your legit toaster that you put your sliced bread in.
Like this?
Yeah.
Or like what? Really? A quesadilla?
Like it'd be more like it would be folded up, but then you pop it in. Anybody else? Am I losing my mind?
I'm gonna try it. That sounds really fun.
Like people are slicing sweet potato, like making sweet potato toast.
Mm-hmm. That I've seen.
The toaster oven, the toaster, not just for bread anymore.
Fun.
During the pandemic, everybody, I'm done.
Jamilah, you can do them in the oven or in like a toaster oven. And there are also, I think there's skillet directions too. There's a few preparations. We just did the microwave because we're lazy.
No, I thought you would follow the directions. That's a good one.
Yeah, we were like, we need to follow directions, and also we want to eat these right now. So we did the quickest option. We love the microwave though. So.
Could you cook them on the stovetop?
I can't remember if there's stovetop directions or not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see why you couldn't. on like a low heat so it would cook through. I bet it would maybe get nice and crispy on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not.
The air fryer would be nice, but yeah, maybe next time. The air fryer is all.
Yeah, we do those Beyond Breakfast sausages in the air fryer. They are real good.
Real good stuff.
So why don't we move on and talk about our happy place? I don't have the sound queued up today, y'all. Sarah and I got to chatting beforehand, and I just did not prepare.
Oh no, I distracted you. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. Yeah, I just forgot. It's okay. So Sarah, do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first? It's totally up to you.
Sure, I'm happy to go first. I think my happy place has been kind of reclaiming my mornings. For a while, they got away from me, and I found myself sleeping in a bit later, like getting up at the last minute, right before work, or just, and again, maybe it's there's more sunlight in the morning. It's helping, me get back to getting up early and having more time before I have to start my work day. And it's just making coffee, doing a little 10-minute meditation, journaling, a gratitude list very quickly, and then getting our foster dog walked before it gets too hot out there and hot on the pavement. And it's just been lovely. Like if I can have that as part of my day, it helps set the tone. And even if I can't do all of those things every morning for whatever reason, if I can just do some or most of them, it's just been really grounding and just feeling like I had a little bit control before the chaos of the day ensues with whatever I'm going to read on the news or whatever pops up at work.
That is so lovely. Do you do coffee and then you meditate? Coffee while you meditate?
I make the coffee and I'll have the cup there. So I'll probably have a couple sips, before. Sometimes not, but it's definitely the aroma's going. The smell of the coffee is there. So we use a free app called Insight Timer, and it's really nice because they have guided meditations. You can set the time that you want. They have just music. So I like a little guide, a little help for about 10 minutes, and can't say that it puts me in like a Zen state. I'm not fully there. I'm still working on trying to hone my meditation skills, but it is helping.
That's awesome. That's
How about you?
So I have a 2-part happy place. Part 1 is obviously the podcast launching and all the nice messages I've gotten from friends and family. Thank you for listening and rating and subscribing. It means the world to me and to Dave. So thank you. This has been a really exciting day. And then my other happy place is, whoever was here last week, the guest was Trish Roberts, and she was here talking about her new book. And I said I was going to order a copy right after, and I did, and it came.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
Isn't it beautiful? And there's a pen in it because it's not just, and I know it says a Black woman's guide, but it's not just for Black women. I mean, she talks a lot about her experience as a Black woman, but it's for everybody. And I'm getting a lot out of it. It's got like 12 sections, and each section is kind of like working through different, can't really think of the word for it. It's like each section is a different kind of piece of knowledge from her life experience. And she talks about her life in the intro, and she has been through it, y'all. And there's little sections where you can write stuff, and she encourages you to journal as you're writing. And just like sitting down and reading a book that my friend wrote and like, getting introspective in the morning. It's been really nice. A quiet minute with a cup of tea before the day gets really crazy.
Right?
So nice.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds magical. Yes. And where did you order the book? How can
It's
we
on
get
Amazon.
Amazon. Okay, great.
And it's called Thinking Outside the Chrysalis. It's really good. I can't recommend it enough. Her story is great. She's really been through a lot, and she shares a lot of knowledge.
That's beautiful. Yay! I'm making a note because I will forget. Yeah, that's great. So much happy. Yeah, and I don't know about you. I used to journal a lot, and I just kind of got away from it. If we're finding positives that are coming out of living through crisis and living through history right now, just kind of, yeah, getting back to pen and paper has been nice. And I don't have any expectation about what I'm going to write. Sometimes it's a gratitude list, sometimes it's just kind of a recap of thoughts, but there's something about getting it out and getting it on paper that's been really helpful. And plus, people don't like pretty journals. I like ones with lots of flowers.
I have like a big stash because I love going to craft markets and I can't resist a pretty journal. So I have like a big stash of them that I would collect because they were pretty. So I've just been kind of digging into it.
That's fabulous.
Yeah. It's just so nice to like, yeah, get it out and get it onto paper and know that no one's going to see it. Just for you.
No one's going to see it. Right. And I won't tweet anything that I'm going to regret. I will put it on paper. So
I'm sure I've tweeted some things that I'll regret, but
okay, we're allowed.
Hopefully I captured some of that in the journal.
There you go.
So before we go, I wanted to make sure that we did plugs. So Sarah works for Vegan Outreach, and I was hoping you'd talk a little bit about what you guys do.
Yes, absolutely. So I work for the international nonprofit called Vegan Outreach, and our mission is to end animal exploitation and animal suffering. We support people on their journey to get animals off their plate and provide resources, vegan mentorship programs to show them how wonderful it is to eat a vegan diet and how they can be an advocate by what they do 3 times a day. So I would, if any of you have friends or family, or you are just looking for more support and resources, we have a totally free program called 10 Weeks to Vegan. And the Vegan Outreach normally is doing public outreach on college campuses and events everywhere. And so you can imagine when everything shut down, we really had to kind of reassess what we were doing to keep our mission going. And we've always had the 10 Weeks to Vegan program the past couple of years, but we have expanded it to, we have a US Spanish version now, a version for Brazil, Japan. There's a version in Kenya. It's just, there's maybe close to a dozen. So we're really focusing on getting it out in different languages. There's support groups that come with each of the challenges, and it's just 1 email per week provided with recipes, nutritional information, a little bit of info on animals, and just to gently help people along. So if you kind of feel like you're in a funk and are just looking for some inspiration, or if you have friends and family that during this pandemic, they've been maybe more inclined to reduce their animal consumption, especially with everything that's been going on with slaughterhouses and how COVID's impacted workers and things like that, and they want to make some changes, we're here to help. So go to 10weekstovegan.org and you can enroll in the completely free, we never charge you program.
I'm gonna put a note to put that link also.
Thanks.
It's .org.
.org.
Okay, I'll add that also to the description so everyone can find it.
Thank you.
Also, since Sarah's here, for Atlanta folks, I wanted to plug that we co-organize Vegan Lady Boss Atlanta. And we have never stopped meeting. We meet virtually now over Google Meet. We tried Zoom, but Zoom didn't like us. So they cut our meetings off at 40 minutes. I mean, I guess they do that if you don't pay. So we're using Google Meet. And if you would like to join, just search on Facebook. You can find our Vegan Lady Boss Atlanta group and join it and find out everything that's going on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's been a wonderful check-in each month to be with the people of Vegan Lady Boss, because I think we've all needed the opportunity to vent, to just touch base. And so, yeah, if you need that, or if you're looking for, again, inspiration, if you're a woman or you identify as a woman, and we would love to have you.
Yeah. In normal times, it's a lot more like business and activism focused. We were talking before we went on about how lately it's been a lot more just about like venting and feelings, excuse me, because that's just where our heads are all at right now. But it's been really nice having that monthly chance to connect with other vegans and, see how everybody's doing. It's a nice break in the routine too.
And one day we will have the potluck feature back. That's the other thing, is we always bring food together because, vegans love to talk about food and we love to eat food. So I do miss everybody bringing food. But one day.
The buffets. They were so good. I would try to not eat too much dinner, save room for the buffet, because it would be straight from dinner to the meeting. That would be second dinner. It was lovely. We'll get back to it.
We'll get back one day.
Maybe next year. Realistically. Well, I think that about does it. Thank you so much to everybody who chimed in, and thank you so much, Sara, for taking time out of your day. I know you're working today, so thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for creating this space. Congratulations on the launch of the podcast. I'm gonna go make sure it's downloaded for my dog walk later tonight and listen to it.
Thank you. Oh, and I did want to mention before we go that I'm taking a week off next week of tea breaks, but we'll be back the week after next with Alicia Simpson. She is amazing. So I know.
Don't miss that. Talk about a bright light. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she's a delight. You guys are gonna love her. Yeah. So I'll see you all in 2 weeks, and happy cooking. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Thank you. Bye.